Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to violence.
Welcome back to Pop Rocks Radio. As always, I'm your host, Bijan. We have a little bit of everything for you today with tracks from Chico Detour, Bo and Yarrow, The Whiffs, The Diff, and so much more. And of course, no episode would be complete without a song from my favorite band, 2020. This is a track off the new album from Chicago's own The Spindles. The album is called Wavelength and boasts guest appearances from all three Elvis brothers. Very cool. This is Ruthie Ann.
Just another crummy day, breaking up my dreams. I fell awake, smell coming rain. Well, I cracked a glass for my head, jumped up out of bed and then right away, calling out her name. Ruthie Ann, Ruthie Ann, tell me I'm your man. To a Chinese reggae band, my little Ruthie Ann. Skipping, laughing down the street, took me by the hand to some sweet hideaway. Oh, what could I say? Ruthie Ann, Ruthie Ann, tell me I'm your man. Away. That's the way she attacks. She don't have to hold a gun to my back. Why not? I've got this crazy picture in my head, me and her with endless time to spend. Someday, who knows when? And if she wants to run away to Australia or LA, it won't be wrong if I can come along. Ruthie Ann, Ruthie Ann, Ruthie Ann, tell me I'm your man, my little Ruthie Ann, my little Ruthie Ann. Yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah, my little Ruthie, yeah, 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 yeah.
With tears in her eyes, you're the king of my whole wide world. And only love can keep us together. Only love can break your heart. Only love can make me feel like I'm the king of the whole wide world. King of the whole wide world.
Welcome back to Pop Rocks Radio. That, of course, was 2020 with King of the Whole Wide World from their latest album, Back to California. We have a lot of great stuff for you today, including our movie of the week, the made-for-TV classic The Devil and Daniel Mouse from 1978, a time when even cartoons were buying into the idea that all rock stars sold their souls to the devil. Should be fun.
Right.
But before we get to all that, here's a track from the latest Junior Juggernaut album, Another Big Explosion. This is Hang On.
Stay home and wait for a call. Where's on the phone and my eyes on the clock? She's a good girl who would never fuck up. I don't care that you're on my porch with your
That was Tony Marsico and the Ugly Things with the closing track from their latest album, No Future. That was Little by Little.
Woohoo! Cheap meat!
This week we're going to play a couple tracks from bands featuring Australian musician Dom Mariani. We played one of his solo tracks a couple weeks ago, and he's had a long and really impressive career with bands like The Stems, The Some Loves, and DM3 to name a few. We'll play Make You Mine from The Stems, just a legendary garage and power pop band from the 80s. But before that, this track is from DM3's 1996 album Road to Rome, which was produced by Mitch Easter. This is Can't Get What You Want.
At least I know I'd you, baby, I wanna tell you now that I fell in love from the moment I met you, and I can't get you out of my head. And I want you to know that it's you that I yearn for, and I can't get you out of my head. Yes, to have your affection is my one obsession, to have and to hold you near. I can't stop thinking about you. My heart depends on to having to hold you, my dear. 'Cause if I haven't got you, I won't have anything. I wanna make you mine. 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 Wanna make you mine. I wanna make you mine. Wanna make you mine. Wanna make you mine. I 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 wanna make you mine all the time.
ABC presents Tuesday Movie of the Week.
This week's Tuesday movie of the week on Wednesday is the 1978 Halloween special, The Devil and Daniel Mouse. Unlike today's kids' shows that avoid anything too scary, this one dives right in, following an aspiring musician who, in a moment of desperation, sells her soul to the devil for fame. If you grew up in the 70s, this theme is probably kind of familiar to you. Back then, the idea of rock musicians making Faustian bargains was everywhere. Movies like Brian De Palma's Phantom of the Paradise, which, by the way, has an incredible Paul Williams soundtrack, to the early rumblings of what would become full-blown satanic panic in the 80s when rock and metal were accused of being straight-up demonic, and some bands had a blast playing into that. But what really sticks with me is the idea that one song, just one, can change everything, even save a soul from eternal damnation. That's the power of music, beautifully captured in a so-called kids show. With music by John Sebastian of the Loving Spoonful, this one's worth a watch. You can find it on YouTube, and I will put a link in the show notes. Oh, and for my goths out there, because I know you're all big fans of the show, you'll recognize the dialogue in this from the classic Bauhaus song Party of the First Part.
My card, pretty lady.
Okay, back to the show. This is a Seattle band called Chico Detour that has been described as the Sonics meet Richie Valens. This is from their new EP called Too Easy. This song is Dark Matter.
Let's. I think if we do it the next time, we'll nail it.
See you again. That's what you can get away with. And he says he wants to be a machine. And he says that art, well, that's just a man's name. He says that fantasy love is reality love. Can you believe it? He says that fantasy love is reality love, and he believes it. And he says sex is best on screen. Life is fake and movies are real. And he says he wants to be plastic, and he loves plastic. Everybody's plastic. He says that fantasy love is reality love. Can you believe it? He says that fantasy love is reality love. And he says it's so exciting to fall in love and keep it unrequited. And he says it's so exciting falling in love. He says that fantasy love is reality love. Can you believe it? Fantasy love is reality love, and he believes it. Fantasy love, reality love. Fantasy love, reality love.
That was another Australian band called the Hovering Spooks, whose members have played in such bands as The Saints, The Lime Spiders, The Flaming Hands, just to name a few. The band has been building quite a following around Sydney, and that was their new single written for and about Andy Warhol. That was Andy Says.
You're all wet.
What though?
Is it raining?
No, it's just that stupid driver of mine parked too close to the fountain.
You should get out of these clothes immediately. You'll catch a death of pneumonia, you will.
Yes, I probably will, but it's all part of life's rich pageant, you know.
When I was young and full of grace and spirited a rattlesnake. When I was young and fever fell my spirit. I will not tell your honor, not to tell. I believe in coyotes and time as an abstract. Explain to change the difference between what you want and what you need. There's a key, your adventure for today. What do you do between horns of the day? I believe my shirt is wearing thin and change is what I believe. When I was young, give and take, and foolish said my fool awake. When I was young and fever fell my spirit, I will not tell you on your honor, on your honor. Trust in your calling, make sure your calling's true. Think of others, the others, think of you. Silly rule, golden words make practice, practice makes perfect, perfect is a fault, fault lines change. I believe my humor's wearing thin and change.
spirited a rattlesnake. When I was young and fever fell my spirit, I will not tell you on your honor. On your honor, I believe in example. I believe my throat hurts. Example is the checker to the key.
More to come here on Pop Rocks Radio. We have tunes coming up from Brian Diodario's new album, The Barracudas and Bo and Yarrow. But first, a word from our sponsor. But since we don't have a sponsor, it's really just a word. Want to stick it to the corporate overlords and help your community at the same time? Head on down to your local record store and show them some love. Sure, you could probably buy that record on Amazon, but shopping at your local record store is an adventure. And instead of funding somebody's second private jet, the dollars you spend there will likely stay right in your community. Don't have a local record store? Then head on over to bompstore.com, where you'll be supporting one of the last of the true independents. Not to mention finding stuff that is just too cool to be found anywhere else. Okay, back to the show.
I have a plan. Monsieur! I can walk!
Kicking off this next set, this is the Whiffs from Kansas City from their 2023 album Scratch and Sniff. This is Shot Through.
I see a pretty little picture on the cover. Do you see me as a lover, little mother? Are you passing me by? Keep me in mind. Why won't you say to me the words I wanna stay? It could get better in a way. I know we only need a little more time. If we can get by. You don't need me around. You will see what you found. You won't be leaving town with me right now. But you shot through my world. Yeah, you shot through my world. Not just another girl. If you were lonely, would you see me as the only one and tell me what you told me, what you told me, all the light in my eyes to leave me behind? It's such a tragedy that you and I will never be. I'm feeling like a malady now that you wanna tell me goodbye. Give it a try. I won't see you around. Ever be shot down. You'll be running around this whole damn town. But you shot through my world. walking all day. I was scared of getting killed. Didn't pick up my pay. I know I'll just get bills. Maybe it's all in my closing mind. We're living in violent times. Maybe it's in my mind. We're living in violent times. Turn the news off of TV. It always depresses me. Put my new car in the garage. I'm so scared of a crash. I couldn't wait to turn off the lights. We're living in violent times. Whoa, I tell ya, we're living in violent times. Protesting. Guess I should look on the bright side and be glad just to be alive. I'll be happy right now if I come through this and survive. I'm not imagining this, I see the signs. We're living in violent times. Hey, I see the signs. We're living in violent times. Said I see the signs. We're living in violent times. Oh, I see the signs. We're living in violent times.
That was the Barracudas with We Are Living in Violent Times from 1981's Dropout with the Barracudas. Before that, we had a track from Brian Diodario's new solo album, Till the Morning, which is the first release on the Diodario brothers' own label, Headstack. That song was Nothing on My Mind. I was lucky to have caught the Diodarios with their band, the Lemon Twigs, a few months back, and the sheer talent in that band, I mean, it was just awesome. They were each hopping from instrument to instrument, swapping vocals. It was a lot of fun. Check them out if you get a chance.
Do you realize that fluoridation is the most monstrously conceived and dangerous communist plot we have ever had to face?
Here's another band that is just incredible to see live. They are out on tour now with the Cle Elum opening for them, so hop on that if you get a chance. This is a beautiful little tune from Nada Surf from their 2010 release, Let Go. This is Inside of Love.
Watching terrible TV, it kills all fun. Getting spacey event. An astronaut making out with people I hardly know alive. I can't
That was the Richmond Sluts with City Girls from 2001. The Richmond Sluts are a band from the Richmond area of San Francisco. After this band, Chris B. and Shay Roberts formed Big Midnight. Their debut in 2003 is also very cool. We have a track from that one queued up for next week. The Richmond Sluts regrouped a few years back for new music in 2016, I believe. Okay, we have one more set for you today. Let's kick this off with a new single from the self-titled debut EP from Bo and Yarrow, a band from the Georgetown area of Seattle. They got married over there. Very cool place. Georgetown Records is also one of my favorite record shops here in town.
Nobody asked you, Patrice!
Oh boy. Okay, this one is called Salty Sea.
I woke up in the morning feeling tango. Life is not the same since you are gone. Walking on the path to the shore, feeling my heart beat, the wind is cold. Twilight has
Memories just a rearview mirror. Driving into the summer we left behind. Why is everything so much clearer when I'm trying to chase it from my mind? Say it like your baby wants you to be alright. Say it like your baby needs you to be alright. Say it like your baby wants you. Say it like your baby needs you. Say it like your baby wants you to be alright. I just wanna love songs on the radio. I just wanna keep that feeling alive. I just wanna live my life like a cameo. Get in, get out, you long shots are wasting my time. I can see them inside the shadows on the road to a future I can't find. She's been calling them dreams, but I've had those. These read like a deal I never signed. Say it like your baby wants you to be alright. Say it like your baby needs you to be alright. Say it like your baby wants you. Say it like your baby needs you. You know your baby only wonders if you'll be alright. I just wanna love songs on the radio. I just wanna keep that feeling alive. I just wanna live my life like a cameo. Get in, get out, your long shots are waste of my time. Just wanna love the songs on the radio. Just wanna keep that feeling alive. I just wanna live my life like a cameo. Get in, get out, your long shots are waste of mine. Get in, get out, get in, get out, get in, get out, get in, get out, get in, get out. Your long shots are waste of my time.
like a deck of cards. And on too far, get back up again. Well, one more turn and we've gone too far. Our house is all stacked like a deck of cards. And on too far to get back up again. On too far to get back up again.
That was Cash and Sky with One More Turn from their brand new release, Just a Stranger. Before that, we had Longshot from The Diff.
May tomorrow be a perfect day.
May you find love and laughter along the way.
May God keep you in His tender care
Till He brings us
together again. Good night, everybody.
And with that, we have come to the end of another episode of Pop Rocks Radio. Join us again next week when we'll have tracks from Big Midnight, Gary Kaluza, Jules and the Rollers, the Muffs, the Pandoras, Ainsley Costello, and so much more. And of course, no episode would be complete without a song from my favorite band, 2020. This is the Michael Bate Band from Philadelphia with a little positivity amid our daily chaos. This is their new single, Soulfully Appreciating. And this is Bijan from Pop Rocks Radio. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next time.
Meditating by the river, my breath is silent as a whisper. I bathe immersed in holy water and make my way up to the altar. I met this man while he was praying, soulfully appreciating. He took me in and spoke so gracefully. He held my gaze and this he told me. We sleepwalk to the mountain, look down and that we never stop. When we're called to awaken, we're taken straight to the top. We are ascending but defending, who's sending us this big love. There is always descending and mending us from above. Digging toes into the sand, my friend, he opens up his bare hands. Look close at everything and all that I own. My soul, it sits upon these rocks and stones. I met this man while he was praying, soulfully appreciating. My teacher, tell me who you want me to be. He held my gaze and then he taught me to see. We sleepwalk to the mountain, look down and that we never stop. When we're called to awaken, we're taken straight to the top. We are ascending but defending, who's sending us this big love. It is always descending and to the